Hi there, welcome to Nimzo-Larsenist. Today we will be going over a variation that wins a pawn on move 5 or 6, playing the Nimzo-Larsen Attack. Let us begin. Pawn goes to b3, pawn goes to e5, bishop goes to b2, attacking the pawn on e5, knight goes to c6, protecting the pawn on e5, pawn goes to e3. As stated in many of my videos, 99% of the time you are going to play these three moves. Black plays pawn d5, taking control over the center. And keep in mind, in this chess opening, we are either increasing attackers on e5 or we are removing defenders of e5. So we're going to play bishop to b5, pinning the knight, now threatening to win the pawn on e5 on the next turn. Black completely ignores it by moving the knight out to f6. And now you have two decisions. You could either capture the pawn on e5 immediately. However, please remember, if black plays pawn to a6, you have to play bishop to c6, or else you will lose your bishop on e5. However, if black does not do this move, then you can move the bishop back and keep both bishops alive. However, if you want to do the second approach is totally fine. You remove the defender, you create double pawns, you ruin black's pawn structure, and you capture the pawn on e5. Hope this happens in your games. Enjoy the opening and have an amazing day.